are back again live on your stream with your Dey Say show, and this time around I'm your host Faith Bangura and my co-host is
Alphabet.
Well, you know how we do it for you, yeah? We go on Facebook, Instagram, and all social media networks, and then carry all the pricey and juicy thing and bring it right on your stream. It's gonna be coming this and every
Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. with a repeat on Saturday at 2 p.m.
So you know you want to stay glued on your television till then.
Okay.
Okay, good day viewers, and welcome again to your normal Dey Say show. Of course, my name is Faith Bangura, and this week again, finally this week, last week BBL ended, so definitely we are going to be concluding a few things and wrapping up a few things about BBL this gone week. And also we have other things that are trending on social media that we're definitely going to be talking about. But something new is there also, but it's very important. So definitely we're going to be talking about it. Like I said, my name is Faith Bangura and my co-host today is
His Majesty.
Of course, His Majesty himself. And there are lots of things we're going to be discussing. And you were there that night, of course, you were supposed to be there. And I was there on the red carpet, so it was definitely a bomb. So let's take a short break. We're going to be back.
The future of money is here. Ewali allows you to pay, transfer, and shop online, all from one place, your phone. Setting up Ewali is simple. Sign up, deposit money at any vendor, and start shopping. Ewali has already caught the attention of hundreds of people who have set up their account and used the app to send money to family and friends. This number is growing every day. Do you want to grow your business, reach more people online, and make more money? You can offer your products online on our app, and your customers can pay you safely with Ewali. Our Ewali team will take care of delivering your products from you to your customer. You will receive your money instantly through your GT bank account. Get your first 3 months completely free of charge. Set up your business account with Ewali.com.
Okay, people, welcome back. Like I said, we're here today to discuss a lot of things. Let's start with BBL Final. That is the final of BBL, and His Majesty here was one of the housemates, and of course he was right there with us on the red carpet. But unfortunately, I was not having a chance to to have an interview with you.
Yeah, I myself, I actually wanted to be on that red carpet, but I mean the protocols changed, so we had to be seated, and I mean we didn't get to have an interview on the red carpet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me first say a very big congratulations to Tribute Brown, and of course she won the BBL 2020, and it's a wonderful one, and I pray that I'm sure she's gonna exploit a lot. And I saw another, is it, maybe I think basically that was an additional one, or a 1 year contract, a movie contract, I think to Nigeria for her also. Yeah, I saw that there too, and I'm sure she's going to be exploiting a lot, and this week is going to be fun. So let's talk about the eviction process. What's your opinion? Because people are complaining, it's obvious, with these things like people have saying, most people were looking at Rika, to be the winner for BBL. We also had Louis there. Louis was, I think he came the third place, right?
Yeah.
Louis here. So what do you have to say about this?
Well, the process, I mean, it happened, and we've already had a winner, and but after the program, matter of fact, after the winner was announced, we had a lot of on the tune like dissatisfaction. And matter of fact, even me, I thought there was something not right, especially when it came to the voting, the 30 minutes voting window. But then BBL announced the 30 minutes voting window like about 4 days before the final.
Okay.
Alright, it was announced. So you can entirely blame them. Somebody might say maybe they should have explained, but I can also say, or somebody else may say, maybe you should have asked how it was going to be done.
Okay.
But it was announced that the 30 minutes winner was going to be open for voting, the additional vote, and the votes gathered during that 30 minutes was going to be added to the accumulated votes already.
Okay.
Alright, so I mean that's what happened, and the vote went, and Tribute team went prepared. They went prepared.
Yeah,
and,
they were actually,
and
because
they
I was
actually
there.
got a lot of votes. I don't know. BBL is yet to reveal the results. I don't know whether they're going to reveal the results from, especially the text from Lone Star, because
Okay.
the online was closed
Okay.
right before the final. So maybe they will bring the results so that we can clearly see. I don't know if they're going to produce it, but as far as we are concerned, the 30 minutes window voting was going to be added to the accumulated votes. So
Okay.
that's why made her emerge. I mean, a lot of people they're not satisfied with the results, but
Yeah.
it was communicated. As far as I think I know, it was communicated that
Okay.
there would be a 30 minutes voting period at the final. Alright? So my point is, if people were not satisfied with it, they should have said, you don't have to put 30 minutes window, let the results come up. And I'm sure Bradley was going to listen to it. But people were silent until it happened. I'm not justifying for BBL. I'm not part of the team. Matter of fact, I was even one person that was not satisfied.
Okay.
But when I noticed that there was a notice sent 4 days before the final, I'm like, I mean, you can entirely blame them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
clear.
but
And
BBL hasn't responded to everything that's going on. I don't know if they're going to respond, but we yet to wait to hear from them.
exactly. That also brings me back to because I was the red carpet host. The host was one of the hosts was Master Queen, and of course also dancer. And she posted on the social media saying that seriously BBL, there were lots and lots of assumptions. People are thinking like, why would the host of BBL says this and that? And unfortunately for me, I had closed the red carpet before she walked in. But I don't know, do you have any clue about what she actually meant or what she's trying to say? Like, seriously, BBL?
Well, I will not clearly say because I'm not in her mind. She just posted like that hypothetically, so I will not clearly tell. But on social media, someone said that she was being unprofessional. That is, she was paid to do something. I don't care what happened. She shouldn't have left. But you know me, I like to be balanced.
Okay.
I mean, yes, she knows she was paid. She signed an MOU or she signed a contract with BBL to be the host.
Okay.
If she decides to leave, she knows the consequences. Maybe if she's going to pay back or whatever she's going to do, she knows. But she's a human being. She it's possible she saw something that she didn't like. It's possible that there were things happening that didn't go down well with her.
Okay.
So she had to leave the process, and she wrote what she wrote. Until we ask her, I mean, I will not let her know exactly what happened that made her to say those words. But I mean, you can clearly see that she wasn't satisfied. But you can easily tell what exactly she's not satisfied with.
Yeah.
Whether it's the result or whether it was that 30 minutes voting period or whatever, I don't know. Because at some point on the stage, the mic was malfunctioning, and I saw that she was a little pissed. The mic was malfunctioning. She went backstage and got it back on, and it was back on. And then later on, she just kind of like lost from the stage. But I don't know until we ask her, but I'm sure it was something satisfying.
Well, like His Majesty says, I'm not like trying to defend BBL. In every programs and stuff like that, there's a little lapses and all of that.
Yeah.
But this is it. Being an organizer or event planner or whatever, it's not an easy decision or it's not an easy thing to do. Everything can be perfect, like 100%.
That's it, especially
Yeah.
if this is the first season. I mean,
exactly.
It's not a reason why things should go south or bad, but I mean,
Yeah, but it's still
there'll be lapses.
exactly. Even if it's the 5th, the 6th, the whatever edition, but these things happen once people get dissatisfied. You and I have an expectation that this is going to be 100 like this in your favor, in my favor, but this is not going to favor every one of us. Like you're cool. I mean, you were one of the housemates and you got evicted and there's no, lies and stuff like that. And that brings me back to Easy Pin. During the eviction process, I learned, I was even waiting for him on my red carpet to ask him. I learned that the last group that was evicted before the final, there were lots and lots of emotional, stuff there. And actually, most of them even cried. I also learned that Easy P was crying because I was actually waiting for Imam Rekabit to ask him what was it that he felt. Did you did you have that feeling when you were evicted?
Well, I mean, nobody's gonna feel good when they get evicted. Everybody went in there to
win, yeah.
Or at least to win. And everybody emotions, I mean, it's different. The way I respond to certain things will not be the way you respond to certain things. As for me, like, some people, when they watch a movie, when it's sad, they cry. As for me, I feel like crying when there's a very happy moment. Alright, I don't cry when it's sad. Alright, so everybody emotion, the way to bring their emotions out is different. Alright, it was great. I mean, their time, it was. I mean, we didn't see it coming. They didn't see it coming. I'm sure they didn't see it coming. That's one thing I did. I made a post on my social media platforms that this is all about, who was ready to spend money on you. Alright, it's not about how popular you are.
Yeah.
It's not about how popular you are. It's not about who you know and who you don't know. It's all about who is willing to spend money on you to win this. And I think those that won, or the person that won, she actually had people that was willing to spend the money. But this is what happened. People talked about Rika being an emotional person and Tribute being eloquent. You were in the house and you saw that people were looking at Rika's story for her to, win BBL. But what do you actually face BBL to be? Because BBL is something like, it's a TV reality show, granted, but this is someone that we need to represent Liberia out there, because every organization, every institution, or every event, you still need someone to represent your brand. Now, if this person is not up there to represent your brand, how are you going to sell it more? Yeah, I mean, it's a TV reality show. That means the audience do have some input to make, those that are watching and those that are following, but also it should be all the votes. I don't know the votes because maybe BBL hasn't presented the entire accumulated votes from everybody, but it's not just about the person being dramatic or the person called attention. Like Rika is that's why she won the most dramatic housemate. She's so dramatic. She knows how to cause some real serious drama. Yeah. Alright? But were there people voting? So we can't answer that until BBL brings the entire thing up. But when it comes to representing, even how you call her Rika, I think Rika is a bit eloquent. She's eloquent. To me, she's eloquent than Tribute. Alright? But it's not about being eloquent, it's not about being smart, because I'm not biased, right? But when it comes to being smart and astute, alright, there are some people that were dropped that needed to win that. Okay. But it's not about that. It is about who is waiting to vote you.
Yeah, to vote you.
That's one reason why I know maybe Easy cries, because he's like, hey, you expect to be a popular person and you just see it coming. Alright, next on our list for discussion today, it has to do with our superstar, that's Kobiazi, with the post he did with regards to the present situation going on in Nigeria from this SARS issue, that is the special anti-robbery squad. They are going about doing a lot of things, like killing the citizens, terrorizing them. And then it started with a tweet, on Twitter and SARS now, and the young people, they gathered together and they started protesting, including all the musicians and all that. So Kobiazi did a post on his Instagram page that Nigeria is just 60 years old, and the young people are standing up for for themselves and the country and their rights. And then Liberia, we are 173, but the young people were not able to stand up for our rights.
Okay, I think if you ask me, in my opinion, I think basically these things rise up from the lots of intimidations. Like people get intimidated by just little things. Okay, this is it. You and I are like, okay, we make an agreement. You know what? We don't like this that is going on. Okay, we don't like what, okay, let's just say we are from the same parent. We don't like what mom and dad is doing and stuff like that. So here is it, His Majesty. I'm the elder sister. I'm going to go before you, you know. We're going to put it out. All you need to do is back me up. That's it, right? Now we'll face them. And mom and dad was like, ooh, and you get afraid, you know. You have this fear and you're like, I mean, who started this? Like, no, it's not me, it's fate. You know, that kind of stuff. These are some of the things that happens if you list lots of protests that are going on in this country. You realize that 70% of them do not come back with a solution. Do you know why? At the end of the day, we go and it become hot. The heat started coming up, and you and I agreed, and all of a sudden you get scared and you back off. We're talking about the youth. It's not only the youth. I agree with what Kobiazi is saying. The youth needs to stand up for their rights. Yes, because without us, there is no tomorrow. Even the little ones, without them, there is no after us. You understand? But the thing here is, who are willing to take the lead, and those that are behind us to follow this, are they willing to go to the end to see that this particular thing has come to a solve?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of crazy, but just to add up, he had a lot of comments,
okay,
going against him, that he's one person that has been associating himself with politicians, even though despite the situation, he's been associating himself with politicians. So he got a very bad lash from someone else. Telling him that he needs to stop talking because he's been associating himself with politicians. But the thing about it is it's not just that, alright? It's all about there are certain people that don't like to get involved into politics except they reach to some point.
Sure.
All these musicians that are going that are all these young people that are standing up right now, the things been happening. A lot of things been happening. Nobody stood up like that, it's going down. Alright? It's the SARS squad that brought this up, and now they are standing up. Alright, the young people will not just easily stand up and just protest, like for example the killings that are happening. Just stand up and say government should come and get results, or government protesting that government should bring the rates down. And they should bring the gasoline prices down. You will not just easily stand up. These young people, these musicians, they sing about it in their songs every time, and that's the same thing that's happening here. We sing about it in our songs. The musicians sing about it and condemn the government, but you're not just stand up until there is something to stand up. When the rape thing came up, most of the protesters were young people. Most of them. Alright, so they stood up. So there are times that you stand up and there are times you don't. Even though we should stand up for the good of the young people every time, but you're not just find youth, you just stand up and just go battle with government just because certain things are right. I think there are other ways to do it than to go negative against the government.
I think my point here is that for artists, I want every artist, if you ask me if I have my own will, I want every artist to focus on their music. You know, if you're a musician, just focus on your music. If you're an actor or actress, just focus on that. I basically leave the politics for the politicians, because it's not bad for you to divert from there and there, but mixing these things up, it gets to a point that people will start getting back at you so bad. Now, Kobiazi reached the point that himself, he's getting frustrated about this entire thing, but because he has been there with politicians, today he just says something and people are coming back at him. All you need to do is focus on your music and forget about this whole politics thing, because looking at politics is just for a moment. You and I are there today, tomorrow or the day after we're done. And we need someone else to take over us. But you doing your music, that's your thing. That's something that's going to take you a lifetime.
Man by nature is a politician. That's true. Man by nature, we're a politician. There are certain things that you will not just sit and just allow it slide. Especially knowing that you are a musician, you're an influential person. People listen to your music. You can touch. Your words have more power.
You can use that
So it's not to go against political parties.
No, you're not going
against. Or to go for political parties, but go for Liberia. Go for the country.
Exactly.
The things that you see that are not right. It's okay.
Fine.
And also hail the good things too.
Exactly.
And not just look at the negative side.
Right.
Alright? It's crazy. A lot of bad is happening, especially in Africa.
Sure.
There are a lot of countries with a lot of bad things going on. Even though there are good things, but the bad is getting too
bad. More bad and bad and bad. Anyway, let's talk about the groundbreaking of the president building the modern. Is it Douala Market?
Yes, it's Douala Market.
Yeah, the president was doing a groundbreaking and he was building the modern Douala Market. You see, that's a good thing, right?
That's a great initiative.
Yeah.
You know, Douala Market is one of the biggest markets in Liberia.
Exactly, and I don't like the way they,
the markets are on the road.
It's all
everybody
there,
people wasting dirt.
Exactly.
Time the dirt was piled up like a mountain. I don't know if they have removed it.
Yeah, I think we should say a very big thank you to the Morgan City Corporation for that. I think they did a wonderful and extremely wonderful job for that, because I saw lots and lots of videos when they were, doing the cleaning up and stuff like that, and I see that they are doing well. But with that issue, I think because it has a whole lot to do with our health. Sure. People just waste garbage anywhere and everywhere. It's not a good thing.
And this market it's going to really help, regulate the traffic, because the traffic is so bad. When you're moving, you get stuck, because all the marketers are on the road.
Exactly.
So I say kudos to the CDC-led government. Kudos to His Excellency Dr. George Manewia for the groundbreaking of this market.
Yeah.
We know that this is a very good initiative, and we hail him for that.
Okay, let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
The future of money is here. Ewali allows you to pay, transfer, and shop online, all from one place, your phone. Setting up Ewali is simple. Sign up, deposit money at any vendor, and start shopping. Ewali has already caught the attention of hundreds of people who have set up their account and used the app to send money to family and friends. This number is growing every day. Do you want to grow your business, reach more people online, and make more money? You can offer your products online on our app, and your customers can pay you safely with Ewali. Our Ewali team will take care of delivering your products from you to your customer. You will receive your money instantly through your GT bank account. Get your first 3 months completely free of charge. Set up your business account with Ewali.
Hey viewers, we are back again live on your screen with your Dey Say show, and this time around I'm your host Faith Bangura and my co-host is
Alphabet.
Well, you know how we do it for you, yeah? We go on Facebook, Instagram, and all social media networks, and then carry all the pricey and juicy thing and bring it right on your screen. It's going to be coming this and every
Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. with a repeat on Saturday at 2 p.m.
So you want to stay glued on your television. Till then, hello.
Okay.
Forgive me if I do you bad. Myself forgive you if you do me bad. And I get to justify. Bread or run, two run don't make no right. Don't let nobody tell you lie. What happened to us is part of life. Whether we break up, make up, or whatever said, you gon' still be my brother for life. Brother for life. Brother for life. Brother for life. You gon' still be my brother for life. Sorry, happiness days. I'm so sorry for things I say. I never should have gone far. It's the work of the devil, bro, no lie. Sorry for things I did. Instead of acting like a man, I act like a kid. I should have been my brother's keeper, but what the hell I let social media come between us. Since 2007, it been a long way. We never disrespect one another, no day. Even through the good days and 5 days, they were all fun, love, respect, all day. Deep inside, we know the truth. Where we from, our family tree, we know the root. Yeah, we bend, but we never break. We disagree to agree, that's why we never trip. Forgive me, brother.
Forgive me if I do you bad. Myself forgive you if you do me bad. And I here to justify who right or wrong, do wrong, don't make no right. Don't let nobody tell you lie. What happened to us is a part of life. Whether we break her or make her or whatever, say you can still be my brother for life. Brother for life. Brother for life. Brother for life. You can still be my brother for life. Sorry for the thing I see. Myself I'm sorry for making it tea. I know I was able to speak my mind, but KNTV was not the right time. In the hospital you were there, but on the internet you know you showed me there. I'm so sorry I had to pay my debt. Why make a machine, making vests? You saw the comment when I went live. People laughing at 2 or all that I'm a cry. The same people looking up to us, looking down us. See the shame that it brought to us. Why affect you, affect me? When you went solo, I won't lie, it helped me. When I go wrong, who will advise me? I'm so happy that we back again. Forgive me, brother. Forgive me if I do you bad. Myself forgive you if you do me bad. And I'm here to justify. Where to run, don't make no right. Don't let nobody tell you lie. What happened to us is part of life. Whether we break her or make her or whatever, say you can still be my brother for life.
Well, people, welcome back. We got serious crisis going on right now in our industry. It has always been there, but I think let's discuss this. This is very important. Let's discuss this. We have to discuss it, and we are going to be discussing it with His Majesty.
Yeah, sure.
Now, there's this issue between. It started rolling on social media and stuff like that. But then the one that caught me was between CIC and event planner and what's the guy name?
That's T-Max.
T-Max, okay, of course. T-Max posted that an artist will ask you for 2K, and at the end of the day, your event will be poor, you know, and every expenditure that you've done, you expect to, that's it. You invest and, you know, you gain back your investment, you know, and even gain some profits. But at the end of the day, you're not going to get it because the event will poor. Now, this is his thing. He said that artists are supposed to bring in their fans. Then I'm confused. I mean, how? We agree, let's agree that yes, wherever an artist go, I'm a follower of His Majesty. I mean, he's a great guy, and I heard that His Majesty is going to be on this event. I like him. I always been following him. Okay, because His Majesty is going to be there, I'm following him. But is it His Majesty's responsibility as me being an event planner? One thing Liberian event planner lack is publicity. You cannot do away with us. No way. You cannot do it all without us. Sorry. Because we are the media. We make these things go virus. If you refuse to carry us and say, look, how many event planners in this country? Now, this is a comparison that I've done over the past years. I lived in Ghana for a very long time. I organized a big event, and that, what you call it, Canada Boss, was one of those that worked with me, Wesley Ennis Brown. I organized a very, very huge event in Ghana, and I had banks, I had embassy sponsoring that event. It was one of its kind on the brand camp. One thing that these people were focusing on was, I should give them a publicity, I should give them an advert. They were willing to sponsor this program, they sponsor it, it was great. That was one of the things that made Canada Boss and the rest of these guys in Ghana went really, really hot in Ghana. But here is it. In this country, you want to have your event, you want it to be grand, you want it to be publicized, you want people to come, you want people out there to push up, but you don't want to do a proper publicity. Sometimes you even look down upon the media houses and like, do I even need them? I just need Facebook. No, I don't think you need that. But this guy is saying the artists are 100%, because that's what he's basing on, 100% responsible for the publicity and bringing people to come to this event. What do you think about this?
Well, if you ask me, I'll tell you that as an event planner, if you are going to an artist, you should be able to have a survey on the artist crowd first, the fans and the followers.
Okay.
There are fans and there are followers. There are some people that everywhere you go, they will be there. They will buy a ticket. They will go to your show. But there are some people they just like you.
Yeah.
Maybe they will download your music or they will buy your music, but they will not follow you to everywhere you go. So as an event planner, you have to take that into consideration first before meeting the artist and telling them that you want to have this show. And it's on you. It's on you to do the promotions.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's on you to do the promotions. You're supposed to do your promotions. The artists and the artist management, yeah, they will promote it. If you get a flyer, matter of fact, you're supposed to do the flyer.
Yeah.
You as the event planner, you're supposed to do the flyers and everything, and you can send it to the artist. The artist will share it, but the artist will not be responsible to call people to your show. The artist is responsible to go to your show and perform. If that's 10 music, 20 music, the artist should be there to perform with enthusiasm and everything. But I think it's on you to do what you can do, but you have to do your survey first.
Yeah.
So if you know your survey and you going to, okay, let's say I don't know one artist that is not very well known. Alright, you go to that artist and like I want us to have this show, alright, or I want to have you to on this show, and you know that person can actually there are not a lot of people following them. Alright, they don't have a lot of fans and followers, and then the person charges you way over. You should be able to tell them, man, hey, for the survey, I don't think you can pull this crowd because I will have this. The tickets have to be this amount so that we can have people. So that because at the end of the day, you have to get your money back and you have to get profits.
Okay, how about this, His Majesty? Now this is it. They say familiarity is very bad sometimes. Now you know me, you know Faith. Faith is an artist. She's an actress and stuff like that. And you be like, because I know her. I think once I had an interview with MC and she mentioned that because I know her and she's my friend, oh, don't worry about it, I got this, I'm going to take care of it, all you need to do is just give me a low amount of money and just set your table and stuff like that. Is it really fair?
Yeah, I think that was Crowd's point, because when CRC, I call him, when T-Mac did the post, I think Crowd went and just indirectly said, like, I can't state word for word, but in some ways, like, event planners they will not give him money. They will just be like, oh, I'm a ball. The only thing I need to do is just to, have him VIP and have a lot of drinks and pay him way back. Right. So he's saying that event planner in Liberia, at least majority of them, they don't pay the artists to appear on the shows. The only thing they do, they give them drinks at the VIP, whatever you want to drink or whatever you want to have at the VIP, you give it to them. But it's not about, you're supposed to know that the person has their part to play and you have your part to play. The person reached thus far using the blood, sweat, and tears. They use their money, they use their time to reach up there. So if you want to use an artist, you should be able to compensate. Alright, at least let the man enjoy too. You can't just call the man because he's your friend, and you're getting the money. Maybe the man can say, okay, cool, I will go. Maybe you don't have the money down payment, but if you get this amount, at least I should get this percentage. And artists too should stop doing this, I know you think. Maybe they need to step up the game. I know there will be some friends that you will. But if you will be helping some friends that want you to appear on their show, I think if they don't have the money down payment, you should be able to tell them that if you get this amount, whatever amount you get, I should be able to get this at the end of the day. And you should have some value too. Yeah.
I think this is one of our problems that we have in these artists. They also need our promotions because these are our artists. Now whenever we still talk Liberia. Liberia is the artists, the actors, the actresses, and also we, the media, we have responsibilities to you people. So all you need to do is that, like His Majesty previously stated, you just need to add up to your game. It's good to have a friend and, be a little bit reasonable. That's good, but not that reasonable. You should also know that you have your value and you have your stuff to go on. So you have to be careful. Now let's talk a little bit about COVID-19. because there are lots and lots of events that are going on. Most especially now, it's running to the festive season. We got a few more months to go into the festive season, and it's a nice thing, it's a fun time, but we also have to be careful because I learned that there's a lot of increase these days when it comes to the COVID-19 in Liberia, even though I don't have the clue, the clear survey of that, but I've been listening to a few, news outlets have been giving me points that COVID-19 is on the increase again in Liberia, and we need to take the necessary preventive measures. Do you do that something?
Honestly, yeah. At my office, we still have the bucket, major stores, but we're not very cognizant of it like the way we used to be, and that I think that's a mistake because we haven't been told that COVID is totally out of Liberia or wherever. Africa. So we still need to follow these preventive measures. We still need to keep wearing our masks, But it's gonna be hard because entertainment centers are opened. The way supermarkets and other businesses used to be like certain people at a time. It's not like that. So, but we still have to, follow the preventive measures, especially now that we're getting the festive season. The 29th will soon be here, and December will soon be here.
Yeah.
We still have to wash our hands regularly. We still have to cover our mouth and noses when we sneeze, in our elbows. We still need to follow these. Small. Before we know it, COVID will be out of here, and then we can go back to our normal lives. But as for now, we still need to follow these preventive measures.
There's a miraculous thing that happened somewhere in New Georgia. There was this guy, I personally knew him. Back then we used to call him Babylon Kun. And there's this crusade. This is real because I knew this guy. And he has been mad for the past 28 years. For me, I've known him for the past 14, 15, 16 years. And recently on the crusade he got healed. Not only that he got healed, the most amazing thing was this. This guy had 12 children by 3 women, actually. Feel sorry. But
before he got crazy?
Yes, before he got mad. He was, there's the barbarians, they do lots and lots of, burning and stuff like that. But this children, he got roughly about 8 to 9 in, the desperate part in the Western world. And then he got few here. This guy has been going through this for a very long time, and he has been all in the estates, and I think normally they bat him every end of the year. But now, when he got healed, all of his children came back, and then they can identify with him now that he's healed. But when he was a madman, they was not identifying with him. So let me say this to us people, God is still alive and He is indeed a miraculous God. No matter what we do in this world, we should not forget ourselves as Christians or Muslims. No matter what religion you find yourself in, because there is but only one God. And let's go to this issue. Okay. And that's a great administration, because that was a great one, that there is still a miracle and God is still here with us. Okay, let's remember our rape victims and those that are still, waiting to get justice for what has happened to them. We need justice for them, we do, right?
Sure. We need justice. It's so disheartening. Like you just messed up someone psychologically, physically, and just raped them, little children, infants.
Babies.
Justice needs to be served.
Yeah,
and I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
Anyway, Liberia, I mean, they have already declared rape as
state of emergency. I'm sure.
So I know. I trust the government that something's going to be done. All right. So next on the discussion, it's so motivating. Some people went back and forth negative about this, but I think I see that as picking up from every time you fall down, that what makes you a man if you're able to get up.
Yeah.
So the case of our own Sekou Jabate Olisi.
Okay.
We all know Jabate. I mean, the kind of man he was, the level he reached up there. With with regards to professional football.
Okay.
But we also were in Liberia, and things went south for him when he had an injury.
Yeah.
He came back and he was here around. And he's a very generous guy, a very, very generous guy.
Okay.
And some of the guys nowadays that are putting more on him are guys that benefited from him when he had it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so everything went crazy for him. But I mean, the guy didn't sit down there. I mean, couple of days ago, he just signed a contract with our first division club, Liska FC.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. People were like, you came from 100 to 0, but I don't think that is a 0. That is a 1. That's a 1 step. Alright, like we have Iboyi. Remember Iboyi from Chelsea? He went through a lot of things too. He lost money. He was stopped from seeing his kids and all that. He had to, start from square one. So I mean, how do you think that entire process is? Because you reaching way up there, play professional football, have money to that, to the highest, point, and you coming back down after everything is gone, and you starting from Liska, the first division club in Liberia, to start playing.
I think, if you ask me, I think, in my opinion, things like this happens, But like you said, the beautiful part of it is that it's not what pulls you down. It's how you pick yourself up and get ready to follow and keep on your dream. Because if he was this generous person, and this is the thing about we, the Liberians, that's why I love the Congo people. They try to manage themselves in a way that they will not see themselves falling back, because every time, if you notice that people that you helped, these are the people that castigate you. These are the people that condemn you. These are the people that even tells you that you got a bad way of spending money. I mean, when you were there giving them assistance, they forget all about it. For the fact that you're down and they cannot pick you up, instead of them to give you praises or some encouragement or some words of, something to build you up, they try to discourage you. But like you said, for us, we don't know much about football, but let me say congratulations to you, bro.
Yeah.
For that.
He actually really did well. He's a generous guy. Even Crowdball, CRC did a song for him that Sekou Jabate, and it's like, he actually decided to give Crowdle 3,000 US. Yeah,
he did.
Crowdle actually refused it. Crowdle said it these few days. As far as I knew, the news reached all around that he gave it, but Crowdle said it these few days that because Crowdle congratulated him for picking up the broken pieces and starting afresh, and then Crowdle mentioned that he decided to give him 3,000, but he refused it because he said he was doing it as a brother and as a friend. But Jabate was someone that he's someone that he doesn't keep to himself. He doesn't, anybody that's in help, he's willing to stretch to him. So if that kind of brother can go down and decide to pick up, trust me, in a couple of years, the brother is gonna be on the feet. So Sekou Jabate, I'd like to say congratulations to you on signing a new record deal with Liska FC, and I know that you're gonna do so well at Liska.
Okay. So thank you very much, people.
Okay, I am His Majesty, and it's a famous Dey Say show, and I'd like to say thank you for watching.
Okay, people, my name is Faith Bangura. Till we meet on another edition. Thanks.